Hey guys, it's Shoutout here, and I am about to look over the EA E3 press conference of 2017. I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna watch it, and every time that there's something interesting that happens, I'm going to pause it. I'm gonna talk about what I just saw, and because it's gonna be the first time that I'm seeing it, it's gonna be first reaction to it too. So that's what I'm gonna record. I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to give a short description of what just happened, talk about it, and then continue watching. I just don't have enough time or energy because of work and stuff that I'm doing for a client this summer. Um, because of that, I won't be doing a whole lot of recording stuff on the press conferences and talking over it or anything. Therefore, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to pause the video, talk about what I just saw after describing it, and continue to go. So anyways, I'm about to start, and I will talk to you guys when something exciting really happens. Also, I'll be typing down for a blog post, so I guess if you want to hear about my reaction on the whole conference, you'll be able to check out that blog post later. Alright guys, see you soon. Okay, so to start off, they had the drumming band come out to announce Madden 18 story mode. They're starting to add story mode into all these different sports games. I'm actually downloading FIFA 17. Just I enjoy soccer. I enjoy playing it. I haven't played a FIFA game. I don't think ever actually. So I decided I was gonna try it. We'll see. I'm pretty sure that was the first one. That would be the first one with story mode because that was announced last year at E3, and that was the big thing was the story mode. So I got Origin access, so I'm gonna use that to get FIFA 17 and download it and everything, and I guess just see how it goes. Yeah, it's interesting putting story modes into. Sorry, my finger. Putting story modes into sports games. It's unique. It's different. Actually, one of the things, like Madden. I have Madden for my PS2, and one of my favorite modes was kind of that career. You created your player, you got drafted, you went onto a team. So this whole Madden story mode where you start little and go up just kind of adds to that. So it's interesting. It's unique, it's different, and I kind of do like it because it's progressing. It's not you just go into it. You actually progress as a young player, getting into the bigger leagues, starting to get better and better, and then eventually you get into the big NFL games. So like I said, it's interesting and I like it. We'll see how it actually comes out though. So we just watched Battlefield 1 get new content. In the name of the SAR, quite interesting what they're doing. So they basically had Battlefield 1, the main World War 1 battles, and now they went, okay, we've done these main ones, let's move east. Let's go to Russia. Let's add all this Russian content. So it's really quite interesting how they just kind of went, okay, we've done these main battles. This is all focused in kind of this one area. Let's go east. Let's expand of the battlegrounds that were taken. So it's really quite interesting that they did that. Instead of releasing a new Battlefield game every year, they just go, let's push more content. Who knows though? Maybe the season 2 pass or whatever they're gonna do for this expansion. Who knows? Maybe it'll be $60 still or whatever. Here in Canada, it's 70 for a new game, and maybe they'll make it that price too, or go down to 60 because it's just an expansion. But yeah, it's quite interesting, and they said that in it they're adding new in-depth player progression and kind of building your character so you get a deeper feeling for your character and everything. So that's interesting. That's good because I haven't played Battlefield 1, but I heard that the progression is not as great in Battlefield 1 as it was in all the other Battlefields. So that's quite interesting. I like player progression. I've played Battlefield 3, 4, and Hardline, and I love the player progression. I love that whole, you go as this kind of a character, you play as this kind of character, you level them up. You get better and better as you go. Bad placement. But I love that. I love player progression games, and that's what they're making it more in depth than Battlefield 1, which is good because that's something that I'm missing. Even from Call of Duty, they used to have where the more you played, even on co-op, couch co-op. Sorry, that's really shaky. I gotta stop doing that. you could progress more, unlock your guns, do all these challenges, and I miss that. That was a huge thing in Modern Warfare 2, and they kind of took it out for all the rest, and I was kind of upset about it. So seeing more in-depth progression like that is really good, and I hope that they do it well. I've been thinking about getting Battlefield 1, so we'll see. Maybe this will be the tipping point to where I get it. Um, but yeah, so that's interesting. Still got more of the conference to watch, so I'll be back once I get to the next interesting thing, which, just where I paused it, it does look interesting, so that's good. Alright, so just a little bit of change of scenery and hopefully a little bit of a steadier camera this time. I kind of propped myself up in my room a little bit better to talk about this, but so they showed off FIFA 18. I guess fancier stadiums, fancier, make you feel like you're actually in with the crowd. So I guess the crowd has been better dynamically made. We'll see how it actually goes when it comes out. But yeah, it was kind of different, the introduction of it, because it was kind of, oh yeah, here's more competitive stuff. Okay, and here's FIFA 18. It's better. It's got Cristiano Ronaldo doing the motion capture for it, and then it went into kind of this weird, these two guys talking about, I've never heard of the Men in Blazers until this conference. That could just be me. I don't follow a lot of European soccer. I'm just too busy for it. And then they had the cringiest high five on stage. Like, the one guy, Swan, looked away like he didn't even think anything about it, and then the other guy looked and goes, oh, may as well swing too, and swings, and then they talk about, oh, I went early. Well, then wait. Look. I don't know. That was just, unless that's something they always do, and I don't know, but it was so cringy to be on stage like that. But I don't know. They just did that, and then they're talking about sports stuff, and then they kind of shut up Peter Moore for owning the soccer club. From what I understood last year, he absolutely loves soccer, or football for you Europeans, but I don't know. It was just kind of weird. And then they go, and Alex Hunter, and I'm like, that's the character from last year's story mode. Like, what? Is there an actual player named Alex Hunter? Oh, no. Then they started this really cheesy video about how, where's he gonna go? I don't know. I just felt it way too cheesy for anything. So then it was kind of like, oh, okay, this is what this is. This is the journey for Hunter Returns. I don't know. I still have to play. Like I said, I'm downloading FIFA 17 right now. So I'll see how it is. Maybe this is a good idea. Maybe it's not. Maybe, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Because is it that if you have FIFA 17 and get FIFA 18, is it going to transfer and then you can continue on? Or is it going to be he starts at a club of your choosing and then you go from there? Like, is everybody going to have the same starting point? Are only new players going to have the same starting point? Like, I wonder how they're going to do that, because I think they have the potential to do that really well. The beginning of the journey was the journey. You started at nowhere and then worked your way up, and now this is your major league career. I think if they did that, they can make it really good. But other than that, I don't think there was much different for FIFA. I didn't see any, other than they want more competitors for competitive sports. I guess it wasn't just FIFA. It was just before FIFA, and there's a lot of FIFA in it, so that's why I kind of thought that was just FIFA. But here was, I think, for all sports, because I think there's a few clips of Madden as well. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. We'll see how they do it. It was kind of cringy, the whole thing. It just didn't mesh well. The jokes and the little high five thing, and then the cheesy video. Like, at least make it all in game or not at all. Like, I don't know, that was just my biggest thing, was because there's so many real things and real people talking about it, and then all of a sudden you go to the game, keep it in the game if it's going to be a game. That's my opinion on it, but why don't you guys let me know yours, because we'll just have to find out and see what everybody's opinions on it. But I've already started watching a little bit, and I know that Need for Speed is coming up next, and I'm excited for that one. So I'm going to watch that and probably have a lot to say about that one. All right, so we're back down here. Need for Speed. It looks so good. The customization that Nick AR12 Gaming, I think, I don't actually know him or anything. I've never watched him, but he was customizing an old VW Bug, and it looks so cool. The customization. He was going through the trunks at one point, and there's so many options for it. I'm really excited. I just got into Need for Speed 2015 just because I haven't had time, or I've got such a big backlog. I finally got into Need for Speed 2015, and I absolutely enjoy it. It's got so much customization. 4 different ways to play. I love that. I'm hoping that this one, because this one has 3 different characters that you can kind of go into. I'm hoping that you can switch in and out of them, and that each one of them has their own different unique personality. Like maybe one's muscle, another one's exotic, and then another one's drift. Is exotic and drift the same? I don't know, but I'm talking like supercars for the exotic one. But I am actually really excited to see how they do this, and I love that there's a narrative. I was playing Need for Speed Rivals, and I didn't like that it was just do whatever, do these challenges, do this challenge, do that challenge. It kind of got boring after a while because there was no purpose as to why we were doing that challenge, and that's something that I think Need for Speed's been missing. I loved Need for Speed Undercover. It was one of my favorite games. I played it and played it. I've completed it on Xbox 360, PS2, and I've now pretty much completed it on PC. So that game I've completed on so many, every console I could. So for me, I like that narrative to them. And during the gameplay, there's Burnout style takedowns. I miss those. I love those. I love playing Burnout and having those kind of, you put them to a point and they just go everywhere. I think even Need for Speed Hot Pursuit might have done that too. So for me, I love that. I am excited for that. And one thing too that they showed off was he kind of rammed him into a light pole. So the kind of like sideswipe kind of disabled him a little bit, but then that light pole just smashed him. I'm excited for that. I love that. I love hitting, when you're getting chased or attacked, hitting people into like guardrails or light poles and stuff like that to evade them. I love that. I do that all the time in GTA, or sometimes even racing games. If I'm getting a little annoyed with a computer player, I'll push him into the side guardrail or whatever. So, I don't know, for me, I know some people are upset, like, oh, well, why is Need for Speed gaining a narrative? Why is it doing this? And this is going to be awful, like cut scenes in the middle of a race. I'm somebody who absolutely loved the crew, so I'm excited for Need for Speed. And like Payback, that's what it's called. And in it too, it had relics, so you get these old vehicles that you customize and do your own. I want to see how they do that, but I think it's going to be really cool regardless. Even if you just kind of find the car and get it, and then you get to customize it, I think that's going to be cool either way. I think there's going to be no way that those relics aren't cool. So I don't know. That's just me. I find this Need for Speed could be really good. I can't wait to see more. I'm probably going to do a separate video just on all these games that I absolutely love. Some of them like FIFA 18 and Madden 18. Maybe I'll just do a general sports category or just not do them at all. But Need for Speed is something that I really want to talk about as I get more in-depth looks at the game, like YouTube videos and all that. So stick around for that. This was just a quick little gameplay glimpse, and unfortunately there's a little bit of, I guess the guy's teleprompter shut off on him. I mean, he's just a YouTuber kind of doing this for EA. So for him, his teleprompter to go off and him kind of stumble, I get it. And it's nervous. There's a lot of people at E3, right? And you got these people live. So unfortunately for that, but they kind of saved it with the whole gameplay trailer and everything. So gotta feel bad for the guy, but I do. It was good that they could bring it back. So, but next up is EA Originals, and last year they did, I think it was Unravel, and it was really good. I've played through that, and it was really good. So we're going to find out now what they have in store for EA Originals. So I just watched through the EA Originals presentation part, and wow, A Way Out. Not expecting that at all. From the guys who made Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. I never played the game, so I don't know what it was like, but it was very well received. I remember that. So clearly, this guy knows how to make an emotional game, because it was supposed to be a very emotional game. But his new one, A Way Out, I just don't even know what to say right now, because he brought couch co-op. Couch co-op has been something that I think has been missing for a long time from games. Like, it seems like everybody's kind of moving away from it. And for him to bring it back in a kind of prison escape story game, I think is so cool. I wish that there was a single player part of it too, to a point, because sometimes I don't have people who can couch co-op, which he did say that it was online, but even so, my internet's still not the best. It's better than it was, but it's still not the best. So I mean, the online portion won't really do me well, but the couch co-op's really cool. Like, I don't know, I do have somebody who could probably will come over and play it if I get it, but I don't know, just to me, that's so cool. And the game looks so good. And the way that they did split screen, oh, this person's just kind of walking, exploring. We're going to move his around while this other player does, like, a quick time sequence. I thought that was really cool. Bring the quick time sequence out, make it bigger for the guy, while the other guy's just kind of exploring, not doing much. I thought that was really cool. Like, I won't mind if my screen shrinks, because at that point, if my screen shrinks, I'm going to look over at the other guy and see what he's doing. So I think that that's really cool that they're doing that. I just the whole presentation made it look so good, and he hyped it so much. So I'm hoping he keeps up what he's talking about. Not that he said many features. He just said that there's driving, action, co-op, just that kind of stuff, and it looks really good already. It's coming early 2018, so I mean it's not that far away. It is kind of in that polishing stage, polishing 6 months or whatever. I'm guessing it'll be like January, February of 2018. So, yeah, I'm really interested in it and to see what's gonna go on with that. So, but we'll have to see. It looks so good. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing videos on all these games. I'm trying to keep this short. Fortunately, it's not that short, but anyways, I'm going to continue watching this because there's still lots to talk about at EA. So this might even be 2 videos. If so, then this will probably be the break. But anyways, I'm going to go continue watching this press conference. Hey guys, so we're back after watching the rest of the E3, or the EA E3 conference. So BioWare has a new IP called Anthem. That's about all we got out of the EA press conference. They're going to be doing a whole lot at Xbox conference. They're going to be showing off that, so kind of excited about that. Something weird on my phone. Anyways, sorry, got distracted. NBA Live 18 was shown off, but it was a replay. It wasn't them playing it. They didn't look like they were enjoying it or anything. It was just a plain replay. So that was very interesting and not really what you'd expect. But then we move into Star Wars Battlefront 2, which looks really good. I thought it looked really interesting and so much better than Battlefront 1. I started playing Battlefront 1 with the Origin Access account, and yeah, it seemed lacking. It seemed like it just wasn't a full game from EA. It seemed like it was just kind of a little, like, texture pack onto Battlefield. So I'm looking forward to Battlefront 2 to see if they actually made it into a real Battlefront game and not just a kind of, oh, let's reskin Battlefield. Hoping for that, because it actually did look really good when they played this multiplayer on stage. It looked so good. It actually, the classes, that was the big thing. That was, everybody had their own class. Everybody had their hero. They had their power-ups that they could buy. It looked good. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see more. Like I said, I'm going to probably do games that I'm excited for and games that were announced at press conferences more in depth later. So we'll see about that. They're still doing pre-order content, of course, right? they'll do that. But that was the biggest thing of the night was free seasons of content. All new content is going to be free. I have a feeling that means that there's going to be microtransactions in it. But if it's anything like GTA Online, I'm okay with it because, in all honesty, I haven't bought anything on GTA Online. I'm absolutely fine with them doing that because it's still going. They're still making tons of money. But they're still able to go because of microtransactions. I mean, I don't care. I'll go on for a little bit with friends and stuff, but that's about it. So, yeah, which I guess that comes out. I'm recording this on the 12th because I've been that busy that I'm finally getting to the press conferences. And, yeah, I guess the gun running DLC comes out tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I'm probably going to record quite a bit of that. Maybe. Because I also want to start Need for Speed because I just got that downloaded. So, but anyways, that's... Sorry, I'm rambling. But yeah, anyways, so I'm looking forward to see what EA comes up with Need for Speed and Battlefront 2 and A Way Out. That was the other one. Those are the ones that I'm absolutely looking forward to. So, well, let's see how it turns out. But anyways, guys, I thought the press conference was kind of... There were some pretty cringy moments. There was some... Yeah, of course, they're announcing this. They're announcing that. Really? This? Why did they do a replay for... Like, it was just a replay. They talked about Seed, Search for Extraordinary Experiences Division. That was kind of different. They had 2 couch co-op games. That was awesome. I love the fact that they're doing that. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, this has been Shutout. I will probably go into depth more with everything later on. So, I will see you guys in the next video, which will probably be the... Yeah, because I'm going to start watching the Xbox press conference now, as I read at my blog post for the EA conference. So, I will see you guys when I start recording. Well, in a little bit here, I'll start recording for the Xbox press conference. See you guys.